I get extremely excited for, and I'm playing through them. Just like Dillon, like whenever he got moved up to QB1, I'm like, that's lit, bro. Because not everybody understands it at all times, and you may not have a full time to be able to explain things.
So what was your reaction to Rex Ryan's criticism?
So, you just trying to start something.
For Shedeur, we're looking for constant improvement throughout the season, and he's done that.
Clearly, the NFL showed how they felt. Clearly, he can't play. Well, then get him off the team. String quarterback. I think the Browns really just enjoy drama. I think the Browns just want to make this Jerry Springer. So another installment of a backup quarterback for some reason getting media attention. And since y'all didn't like when he didn't say things, what do you got to say this time, Shedeur?
I'll say mentally, and I'm not talking about on the field. I'm talking about more off the field. I'll say,
I guess on the field. Where you
I'll say like overall, I feel like I understand a little bit more, how to handle like different situations, and being the leader and understanding that you can't really give any. I don't know, my personality, I'm playful, you know what I mean? So I guess not everybody likes playful all the time. So
They don't.
Just to understand
They don't.
how to be, at all times, and keep my personality a little bit slimmer, I guess. Because not everybody understands it at all times, and you may not have a full time to be able to explain things.
So what was your reaction to Rex Ryan's criticism?
So, you just trying to start something. I mean, we not on no negativity from now on, man. We're not doing that. I'm just here to be positive, and I don't speak on anything negative, So that's the new wave. That's what we going forward with. Anything negative, we not talking about it. We not speaking on it.
Hey man, they don't like that answer, and they're not gonna like that answer. But I really like that answer. What I like the most about it is that he's able to. Because remember last week when it was going on, I told y'all, some of my people, my fans, I was like, look, or some of the people in the audience, I was like, look, it is okay to not like that Shedeur answered that way. Now me, I think it's funny. I just don't take it that serious. Again, he's a playful guy. I know Shedeur, so it's a joke to me. It's a big joke, right? But I think it's also fair to be like, okay, some people are going to be rubbed the wrong way. Some people aren't going to take it the right way. And the fact that he said that, dog, how can y'all hate Shedeur? He did something silly. He literally, by definition, it was silly. It was funny. All right, everybody took it too serious. All right. I get it. Right? So he saw the issue. He sees the thing, right? And sees how big it is. And a lot of people would be like, well, he should just know off the top that not saying anything is going to be a big deal. It's like, dog, he can't. Then he can't do anything. He's 23 years old. He's 23 years old, getting attacked in the media, being a third-string quarterback, and he gets attacked for making a joke. Like, at the end of the day, it's not fair. But he gets that. Hey, sometimes life isn't fair. You get paid $900,000 to be a quarterback. You're also gonna get called out by retired failed coaches. That's how the cookie sometimes crumble. So I think that was great. And then most importantly, hey, you trying to start something, man. Everybody says that he's the distraction. There to go to the media again, trying to make a distraction again. Let's get into more of these clips. Let's talk about it.
To get a little bit more excited, when you see a light at the end of the tunnel, for sure. So my job at first was, to prepare the defense, and I think I did a pretty good job. But they got Miles Garrett and everybody over there, so, But anyways, I think I did a pretty good job, and whatever my role is here, like, I'm thankful and I'm happy just to do that.
Do you feel like you're more ready?
Okay, so I want to talk about a few things, because there's, if you read between the lines, you'll see some stuff. But first things first, I mean, how entitled, huh? How selfish, huh? How much of a bad teammate does Shedeur Sanders have to be, right, to go out there and say he's grateful for his role? Real nepo baby stuff. Real nepo baby attitude to feel grateful. But in all seriousness, to kind of peel back those layers. When you see that, he said, hey, I think I did a pretty good job. Like, he's joking, but you notice how everybody laughed. That's almost like his, because technically the media can't film practice, but they're at practice. People see what happens at practice. So hey, if people see what's happening at practice, he's making jokes about practice. He's being, I did my thug dizzle. Rex Ryan, I need to know what your sources were, because it's not seeming like that. Now, we're going to go into some more Shedeur Sanders, but what does Tommy Rees have to say about where he is and how ready Shedeur Sanders is and what he's been doing, since he's been doing a whole bunch of nothing, right?
Yeah, I'll let others address all that. I think, for Shedeur, we're looking for constant improvement throughout the season, and he's done that. I mean, I think you see the growth and the familiarity of the offense and what we're asking of those guys. I think the level of preparation it takes week to week, when you're putting a new game plan together, that's a learning curve for all rookies. So I think he's gotten more used to that, gotten up to speed, doing a nice job in his preparation and understanding what the game plan holds. And then when he's had his opportunities to go operate it, he's done a nice job. So again, all of our rookies, we're playing a lot of them, right? We're trying to routine on them on an upward trend and see how much they can handle and how to improve them. And he fits in with the rest of the group.
So, it's so funny because you can see that, there's a little Kevin Stefanski script in there where, like, try to say nothing. Try your best to not say anything at all. But I want to talk about, actually, before we get, because I want to yap a little bit, I want to listen to one more clip, and then we'll get into a little bit of yap session, and we have a few more clips. But what I want to say about what we just heard there is, again, we have Kevin Stefanski saying that he's been doing what he does best. And I don't know, again, how long y'all been watching my channel or my videos, but if you remember in preseason, the only thing Shedeur, because funny enough, he hasn't really answered a lot of questions about Shedeur, which is interesting because he's the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. But with all that being said, the only thing that he had said about Shedeur Sanders is, hey, actually, he's been working really hard to do what he needs to do to get ahead in the classroom and off the field. That's actually what he stressed. So I want y'all to understand, when I get out here and I start yelling and I start making fun of Rex and I start making fun of these people in the media, I understand that I'm not your average Shedeur stan. And I'm not, no disrespect, because I love my Shedeur fans and stans and everybody else. I've been watching the stuff. Like I've been documenting it. Like I got clips, ammo. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I could really pull something out the safe on you motherfuckers. Just in case y'all thought it was what it was when it wasn't what it ain't. You feel me? So and when y'all say things like, oh, he's being lazy, that never added up. Oh, he's not preparing right. Well, the coaches haven't even made a little inkling to that. The leaks haven't made an inkling to that. He's having arm soreness because he's working out too late. We had media videos of them saying that he's showing up first and going out and staying there long. Like it just is not adding up. Now, if you wanted to convince a bunch of people who aren't watching a bunch of Browns offseason content, which, hey, I don't blame you for not. It's the Browns. So they're probably banking on most of y'all not watching that stuff. So when they tell you, oh, Shedeur's just lazy, he's just dumb, he just can't read the defense, they want you to believe that. They want you to believe that. Everybody else vouching for Shedeur. All of his teammates have positive things to say, but I get it. Shedeur is just a dummy. So let's get into some more Shedeur videos. One specifically, this one is very important.
Oh, well, no, we're going to make sure we do everything we can to make sure Dillon ready for the game. So, whatever that means. So, each and every day, even when Joe is the start of everything, prepare the right way and be ready to know that you can get out there at any point in time. So, I'm overly confident within myself. So, I know when I first got here, I'm ready to play. But, it's up to the coaches and, whatever decision, they make, then I'm fine with it.
Do you feel like you're more ready to...
And I really want to make sure that sits in there because, for all of all the lies that people got off last week, right? I want y'all to remember that. I want y'all to remember that everybody had a field day last week because he said nothing. He said nothing. Everybody in their mind, and then this is why he's so immature. This is why he fell in the draft. This is why in that same day there were multiple. This video came out last night, but in that last week there was another video of, guess what? Shedeur putting in extra work off campus, off the Browns campus, doing what he needs to get done when he needs to get it done, right? So it's so interesting to me that he says nothing, and all of these troglodytes, all of these people who don't play football, don't understand football, they want to call him a loser. They're calling Shedeur a clown. They're calling Shedeur all these things for a week. I saw what y'all were saying. And that's been my point of this stuff. They use those small things that they can take out of context. Adam Schefter, when Adam Schefter frames it like, oh, this is how Shedeur felt after Dillon Gabriel was named QB2. No, he was responding to Rex Ryan, who blatantly told a lie that we verified, that he was sitting in the front row, that he has been putting in work, that his head coach, offensive coordinator, Myles Garrett, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, like I got lists of people corroborating. Actually, no, Shedeur has been putting in work. Actually, Myles Garrett has said that Shedeur is one of the first people in, last to leave. Always in Tommy Rees's coaching. When they show up, Shedeur's there early. Not early throwing balls. Early learning about the playbook. Guys, come together. All the Shedeur hate, I don't know, whatever hate group y'all got going on. I just wish the lie was believable. Because now there's a bunch of people, they're not going to see these videos. These videos aren't going to go viral. Him saying that, oh yeah, actually, we need to ensure that we're all ready for Dillon Gabriel. Him posting the Instagram picture with him and Dillon Gabriel the day Dillon Gabriel got named. Yeah, that didn't go viral. Y'all didn't post that. So I know y'all ain't gonna talk about this. So let's get into a few more videos, and after that, so people are starting to call out Kevin Stefanski. So let's hear it too.
Flacco, he definitely, it was definitely surprising. He's definitely a great teammate, and I'm just thankful to be able to spend some time with him.
Has that changed anything about your week, your preparation, and your standing with the team?
Nah. What do you mean by standing with the team?
That's what I'm asking. Do you think it's changed anything? I mean, you're clearly on the roster. You're here every day. But
yeah, so that's what I could be thankful for. I'm thankful that I got opportunity to come out and be able to practice each and every day with my teammates and everything.
They be trying to get him, man. You see how that Cleveland is. So I mean, what do you think about, where you at on the depth chart? You got problems with? He said, actually, I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? They want, and that's what's so nasty. He says nothing, and then everybody says, "Oh, and see, he hates Dillon, and see, this is why he's immature." But now he responded. So Rex Ryan, there's the response. The response is, "Oh, actually, I'm ready." But if the coaches feel it, I'm overly confident in myself. But hey, I'm gonna play the role that I'm playing right now. Shout out to LeJontay Wester. You don't have to be that guy to be that guy. I want that on a throw pillow. Go ahead. So he's just always ready, man. He like Jimmy Horn Jr., man. He ready right now. So he's ready to get his opportunity, but at the same time, obviously continues to praise and not undermines, but understands the process of what's going on. I love to hear from him. I hate the fact that, people had to be facetious for a whole week, that people just had to, oh my God, he's so dumb, he's so this, when he said nothing, right? People want to take him out of context. Now, it does help when people like Adam Schefter are in on telling the lie, and they do a bad job at trying to clean up the lie, and they don't edit the tweets that are editable and delete the tweets that are deletable, and they want you to think that we're all stupid. But at the end of the day, we know the truth because we actually listen to it. Whenever he does speak, he always speaks highly of Joe Flacco. Always, has nothing negative to say about Dillon Gabriel. Even when the whole Dillon Gabriel entertainer thing went away, his comment was, "Hey, we talked to him. It was good. We had that thing and we kept it pushing." You feel me? And now at this point, he's continuing to say, "Hey, we need to get Dillon ready. Hey, we need to do what's best for the team, right?" So I need those, Rex Ryan. I need you to yell at him for that. How dare Shedeur Sanders think that he can do something to help the team? How dare he make a joke about this amazing Browns defense? Who does he think he is, answering questions that people asked him? And then y'all gonna get mad that he didn't answer it. It'll be a big deal. So now I want to talk about something, because there seems to be a little bit of the Browns experiencing happening with the Browns media. And I talked about this early in the season, before the season started. I was like, look, at the end of the day, the Browns are going to be the Browns, right? And I don't know if there's a hex on this team or what it is, but I could have told you that this team was not going to win a lot of games. Like, I got to be honest with you. Now, it'd be hilarious if they just win every single game from now on. That would be hilarious. But I knew that it was going to be a rough time, and I knew Browns fans have a hard time dealing with it because it's agonizing. It's tough, dealing with an organization that for the past their entire existence since 1999 has just been an absolute dumpster fire, right? You got a few playoff burps, you got a few good first overall pick times. You got Joe Thomas, but other than that, what do you got, right? You even traded away Greg Newsome. Merry Christmas to that. So my issue here is that, as a Shedeur fan, and someone, you got to understand, I've been watching football longer than I was a Shedeur fan. So the Browns have been worse longer than Shedeur has been playing football. The Browns have been known for terrible quarterback play longer than Shedeur. So two things. One, the Bailey Zappi situation is interesting because, clearly Bailey Zappi is not good at football, right? If they were going to elevate him to be QB2, which a lot of people think could be possible, right? Why hasn't he been the emergency quarterback? Why hasn't Shedeur been the practice squad quarterback? Why there's just not a lot. Why did they sign a quarterback and then trade a cornerback instead of, because he's a practice squad player, you have to sign practice squad players onto the roster before making them QB2. So you're going to go through all that effort to give him a real contract to do that when he's been a practice squad guy. That doesn't add up, right? It also doesn't add up that the trade seems to have Browns fans thinking that this team either they're going against each other or they have no plan at all. And it's easy to think, well, maybe they don't have a plan when you realize that the Browns are currently paying 8 quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, $35.9 million, and that contract is fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. Jameis Winston is still getting paid. Dillon Gabriel, 1.1. Joe Flacco for $900. Yeah, him, me. Shedeur was, but it's the way cap hits work. I don't think he's getting the same amount. But Shedeur Sanders, a little pocket change, you feel me? Bailey Zappi, $315. Dorian Robinson, DTR still getting paid. And Kenny Pickett, $8K. See, these are all the cap hits and all basically what they're paying out right now. When, the crazy Shedeur fans, when the crazy Shedeur Glazers, right, as you bums like to say, I mean, hey, man, call me Glazer all you want. When we say things like, maybe the Browns don't know what they're doing at quarterback. Maybe there isn't a plan that's good. And hey, and shout out to DTR. He's a college football. I wanted DTR to be great just because of how great he was at UCLA. But I guess Chip Kelly really made magic happen over there in UCLA. But, I mean, you're paying Jameis Winston. You're paying Deshaun Watson. You're paying Shedeur. I mean, what is going on? Does this look like a well-planned out quarterback position when you look at the money standpoint? Don't even look at the quarterback room. Don't even look at the fact that the both of the quarterbacks that they had so much confidence in that, hey, we're going to have all 4 quarterbacks on the roster. Don't pay attention that both of those are shipped out by week 6. Don't pay attention to the fact that Kenny Pickett can't start over Geno Smith, who's the league leader in interceptions. Don't talk about how Joe Flacco apparently can't run the Browns offense, but gets shipped off to the Bengals. And even though he's playing at a similar rate, we looked at the stats, similar rate at Jake Browning, immediately is going to get the start against the Packers. Did the Bengals watch Joe Flacco play? Anyway, it's just not adding up, man. And it's I'm happy it's not just Shedeur fans pointing it out. No, it's all types of people pointing it out. Here's TJ Houshmandzadeh.
Kevin Stefanski full of shit. You talk about instilling confidence into your players. Whoa. How you think that makes Shedeur feel? I don't know who the backup is. Yeah. You got to be kidding me. You really gonna bring up Bailey Zappi from the practice squad and make him the backup over me, and I've been on the active roster? Mm-hmm. Players in the locker room that like Shedeur off of that comment, they don't mess with Kevin Stefanski. They don't, because you are really trying to lower this man's confidence. You don't treat people like they can't. If they can't play, get them off the team. Yeah. Get them off the team. Yeah. You stringing somebody along. All right, I'm the backup. Yeah. Nah, you might not even be the backup. Yeah. I'm done with him, bro. Like, I want to see him just lose every game now. Like, coaches like him shouldn't be head coaches.
Hey, so, that's how some people feel. And I do think the best point he made there is like, dog, just like at this point, cut him. Like at this point, I have, as a Shedeur fan, I have to, what I'm seeing from how Kevin Stefanski is responding, apparently, hey, Shedeur's out there just singing perfect timing all the time, I guess. I guess he literally can't, I guess he's awful. And if that's the case, guys, cut him, get rid of him. Like, I don't understand that why it needs to even be this, why it needs to be dragged on any longer. And what does the Riz have to say?
Kevin does not trust Shedeur Sanders yet. If he did, he would have named him the backup quarterback yesterday. Could he still name him a backup quarterback? Yes. Is there a possibility Zappy's the backup quarterback? Yes. Now, if that happens, what are the Browns doing with Shedeur Sanders on their roster? And by the way, I could also put it on you, Kev, and Tommy Reese. How do you not have this kid up to speed? It's been months. What are you doing with him? They don't think he's ready? Fine. Get him ready. It's your job. And if you don't trust him, get rid of him. The trade deadline's coming up in a couple weeks. Give the kid a chance to play somewhere. They don't think he can run that garbage offense I watched in London? That's a joke. Shedeur can do that.
Hey, some people would argue against it. Some people would argue against it. But I wouldn't add something on to that, but yeah. And I talk about this often. I think some people get upset, but I'm like, hey, man, when an offensive line has all the penalties that the Browns offensive line had, hey, that's coaching. That's discipline. That goes with that. Player development, again, Kevin Stefanski, if you are this developer, this quarterback whisperer, again, name me top 10 favorite quarterbacks from the Browns down below right now. If you're this top tier, developer, why hasn't Shedeur been developed? Did it have anything to do with, I don't know, maybe misappropriating some reps? If you're this big developer, why did, and again, let's just pretend like Kenny Pickett didn't get hurt. Let's pretend like Kenny Pickett stayed on the team and everything was cool. Why is a vet, and I asked this other video, why is a vet getting any of those reps? I get Dillon Gabriel getting first team reps. Beautiful. Perfect. Hey, that makes sense. I feel like they had a plan with Dillon Gabriel. It really felt like Shedeur was like the extra kid that came on. Oh, now we gotta run six. We had fours, but now we got this odd man. Now he wants to run fives. Just sit over there, and if we can rotate, if someone gets tired, you can come pick somebody up. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm feeling. And for the world that's supposed to be a meritocracy, right? For the player that everybody told me on draft night, clearly the NFL showed how they felt. Clearly he can't play. Well, then get him off the team or put him on the practice squad. Hey, be a practice squad player, develop, do what you do. But it's not that. They seem to see value. I think. I don't know. And I'm not really sure what they're really investing into to do all that. So I'm confused. Y'all let me know how you feel down below in the comments. Like this video if you like it. I was just happy to hear from Shedeur, and now they can't twist his word. Well, they'll still twist his words. Don't worry. But be great, be amazing, be phenomenal. Have a great day for the rest of your day. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you like football content. Did I tell you to be phenomenal? We'll do it. Peace.
Anytime players, that I came in with and that I spent a lot of time with, they get moved up and they're able to have a vital role in this offense and this piece, I get extremely excited for, and I'm playing through them. You know what I mean? I'm excited just as them every time they get out there and run a route and everything, because it's just amazing that, you start somewhere and then you're able to evolve and get to a different level and go out there and actually be able to execute it. Just like Dillon, like whenever he got moved up to QB1, I'm like, that's lit, bro. You got to make sure you handle everything the right way and, just continue being him. So, like for me, overall, I'm just happy. I'm excited that everybody is living their dreams, and I'm living my dream also. Come every day and be able to work.